All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I am Is There No One Else, and I am on the PTS with another gear set review. This time we are going to talk about Flame Blossom. Now, before I dive into this video, I'm going to be doing a lot of gear set reviews, going over the different changes of the more interesting ones, and I wanted to provide my opinion on these because a lot of them have changed either in damage or functionality, and I wanted to cover them and talk about my thoughts on them and if they're worth going out to farm. As a lot of you guys know, some of these sets are a little bit more difficult to acquire. They take a little bit more time. It's my goal to give you guys that information so you can figure out for yourself if it's worth running. So with that being said, let's dive into it. Flame Blossom has been out for a while. Max Magicka spell damage, spell pen, 2, 3, and 4 piece is fantastic for damage. 4-piece spell pen is really, really nice. 5-piece, when you deal damage, you summon a line of flame that moves forward after 1 second, dealing 14,435 flame damage to any enemy in its path and applying the burning status effect. This effect can occur once every 10 seconds. So they removed the proc condition on it. It used to have an X% chance. I want to say it was 10%. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. This is now when you deal damage. So any damage that you deal every 10 seconds, it's going to apply this 14,000 flame damage is no joke. As you guys know, flame damage hits harder than most other conditions, especially against those pesky vampires. It's a very, very valuable proc to have flame damage every 10 seconds, but let's see how it functions and let's see what it does. So I'm just running it on the front bar right now. I'm just going to do damage with a light attack so we can see what the proc is. We do damage with a light attack and you're going to see the flame push forward and it hits everybody in its path. So as long as they're within the path of this thing, it's going to do damage to everybody. Now, although the 2, 3, and 4 piece is fantastic, although it's an AoE, and that is also fantastic, and as you guys can see, it hits everybody in the area, the thing that stops me from personally wanting to run it is the speed. So if I sit back here and I line it up, it is a very, very slow moving proc. So it's not super fast. The other thing is it goes in the direction you're facing. So if you turn your camera and you light attack like this, it will line up and it will go in another direction. So it's very slow. It's easy to avoid at any sort of range. And so the only way I would really use this potentially would be on a mag DK. I would use this potentially as a front bar set on a mag DK using talons. You lock people down, you put them in place, you get behind them. You can kind of guarantee that this will proc on them. And you can get a lot of damage that way. Like it'll be very effective at that point. Guaranteeing the burning status effect is also very nice because, as you guys know, burning status effect provides combustion for mag DKs, giving them more recovery. Every 10 seconds you're proccing this. It's pretty effective in that way. So outside of mag DKs, I don't see this being used. Like I said, I just think it's too slow. I think there's better proc sets. I think there's, it's just not, it's not going to function for anybody outside of mag DK. So that's my opinion on this set. If you guys have any questions or comments, please provide them in the section below. I'll do my best to answer them. It doesn't, like I said, it procs off any damage that you deal. So yeah, it'll just proc every 10 seconds off cooldown. So I don't think that this set is going to be super popular. I do think it's going to be effective on a few specific sets. I do think the 10-second cooldown with it proccing off of any damage dealt can be an issue on, like I said, on like mag DKs and stuff. There are other sets that do something similar that proc a little bit better. But yeah, just the removing of the proc chance allows you to line up this burst. This is going to be the name of the game for a lot of these proc sets, and I'm going to continue to reiterate it. But if you can count to 10, you can line up burst with this, So yeah, I don't think this one's that good because other ones are better. It does have its place. That's basically it. So I'm going to leave this video here. If you guys have any questions or comments, please provide them in the section below. I'll do my best to answer them. If there's any sets that you specifically want to see that I may not cover, obviously I'd like to hear from you. I'm going to cover the ones that I find most interesting and whatnot. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.